Hi there, Gemini. How's it going? It's time for your weekly card horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may follow the links below. Also, if you guys liked the incoming waves, I actually have them now on a playlist of their very own. They're coming out as their own separate videos. Maybe you saw that over the course of this weekend, but that is available as well. Again, you can go to the down bar below or check out my main channel page. And if you're interested in something a little bit different, I did actually post a video responding to a New York Times article titled, "Will Coronavirus Kill Astrology?" And I thought that was very interesting. So I have a video talking all about it. It's not what you think. It's not fear porn. Check it out. It's not even super reactive. You might like it. Anyway, so what's going on when it comes to your cards for this coming week? Well, this week is overlit by the Justice card upright. And I really do feel a sense of, I don't know if I want to call it like a sense of being secure from this card, but more like a sense of surety or assurance, because the Justice card is focused so heavily on kind of getting things back on their proper road. And I'm seeing that for you, because the Justice card is about correction and perfection. But this week, I feel like it is a huge lift. There is actually a very beautiful, very strong, and very much almost protective energy around this. It's like you're kind of getting taken, a lot of areas of your life are kind of taken taking themselves in a different direction, or going in a different direction that is actually, I guess, closer to what their initial intention was supposed to be, or something that is a match closer to what their intention was supposed to turn into, if that makes sense. Because with the Justice card, I'm actually seeing a lot of you Gemini people kind of having some course corrections that you're actually really happy for. If you've been feeling kind of lost and maybe a certain direction to go when it comes to maybe your work, your personal resources, or maybe even anything to do with maybe a career or relationship journey, the Justice card is getting everything back on its main road. It's getting everything back on the road it needs to be. And there's a sense of not only direction, but protection coming through for you this week. That being said, the Justice card upright does not work with the ego. The Justice card upright works solely with the highest interest of all concerned. So some of these things may come as a bit of a surprise. We might not know something needed a correction in the first place, or that something needed to be mended or altered, or that something actually was better than we thought it was going to be. But this is a week where we have complete clarity, because with the Justice card upright, a lot of you Gemini people are going to be kind of finding out exactly where certain roads are meant to go, what is in the highest interest of all concerned. No more wondering, no more window shopping, no more experimenting. Things become a lot more clear and clean cut for you. And you know me, I don't necessarily even focus on things becoming in such a way, but it looks like that's how it goes this week for you. Now, for the Five of Wands upright and the Four of Wands upright, I'm actually seeing, again, that sense of the Justice card not really working with maybe the ego, but still working in the highest interest of all concerned. And that has to do with the fact that we actually have some wonderful opportunities coming your way with the Four of Wands upright. Some great accomplishment, or maybe even a new milestone you could hit when it comes to your career, or maybe some romantic or social aspiration. But with the Five of Wands, it clashes with what maybe an older plan was, or something that you might have been stuck on. Maybe an older financial plan, an older career track, maybe even something that you had kind of created a bit of a timeline for. The Four of Wands upright is indicating that this new opportunity, this new thing that falls in your lap, is actually going to exceed your expectations. But with the Five of Wands, it's going to be competing with what you're already working with. And if you're attached to the thing you're working with because you just worked with it, or you've been working on it for a very, very long time, you might not necessarily welcome an alternative or welcome the gift of the Four of Wands so readily. So make sure that you're keeping an open mind, that you're not overly fixed on, one path or one track versus another. Because the Four of Wands is bringing a great sense of accomplishment this week. The Four of Wands is indicating a breakthrough, a victory, something that's actually going to create sort of a new level, a new height for you to climb. And this again could be applying to either a social or material deal. I feel like it most likely will be both, even possibly a living situation, or at least the quality of life around your home. But with the Five of Wands, I am feeling that, yeah, there is going to be some conflict around this, because it may force us to give up something we've been fighting for, force us to give up something that we have been maybe striving against all odds to maintain, to keep, or to stay on track with. Suddenly we have something better being brought our way. Now, this could be coming through friends, family members, coworkers, bosses, possibly even something that you weren't even asking for the gift from or this advice from. And it's really all about, okay, well, with the Five of Wands, is it worth fighting for something just because you've been fighting for it for a while? Is that the victory, or is it better to actually allow yourself to get something that is, well, back on track for you? And I think that is ultimately an internal check, a gut check we got to make with ourselves this week, Gemini. We also have the Four of Swords, and I feel like for a lot of relationships, a lot of you Gemini people might be finding that a partner or a crush or somebody that we're seeing is kind of going through a shutting out the world period. Now, for some of you, this may include you, but I am getting a very strong sense that it's not personal, and I really want to stress that it's not personal. Otherwise, insecurities can run rampant. The good news about this with the Four of Swords is that this is not actually going to be lasting the entire week, but this is going to be a sign, or perhaps even the first sign, that a partner is starting to actually get overwhelmed with something that they used to be considering normal, whether it was something in their social life, their family life, possibly even something going on as it relates to a routine or something that you guys are keeping up. And I'm seeing with them shutting things out, they're not isolating because they're doing anything to hurt you. Remember, it's not personal. For those of you who are currently single or not talking to anybody at all, the Four of Swords upright is indicating that there will be a blip on the radar, but keep in mind you might be catching that person in the middle of this downtime. So that is what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.